The pointer going round, that was the depth gauge, which told the windman where the cages were in the shaft in relation to various coal seams at different levels. He's also got devices such as these here. You can't see these, can you? Well, they've both got movable pointers and a series of numbers around. Actually, there's space up here. Perhaps you shouldn't wait to crowd in here. Just crowd in, move up a little bit so you can see the fronts of these. Aye. And you see there, you get in as well, just come up. Aye. Aye, that's good. Aye. There, can you see them? Oh, it's standing behind now. Aye. Now, this is where the wayman gets his signals when to move the cages. At the top of the shaft, up on the heaps there next door, there's a man in charge of the cage area there called the banksman. And when he's got one of the two cages up there and he wants me to move it, he has a signal lever above the cage which he raps a number of times. And I get this signal through here on this one. So imagine he's got one of the two cages up there and he wants me to lower it down the shaft. He would send me the code for that, which is 2. Bang, bang, like that. This is what I get. So I would see as well as hear how many times he's signalled. And I mustn't do that yet though, because there's 2 cages. When the man in charge at the bottom of the shaft, there's a man down there, a fella called the on-setter. When he's ready for his cage to be raised, he sends the signal for that. To raise a cage, it's 1 rap. Like that. And when I've got both signals providing they're in agreement for me to do that manoeuvre, you see one cage down, the other up, I can carry out that, you see. There you go at the end.
This is a good roller coaster.
Aye, a good roller coaster. There's over 12 tons of moving parts above our heads, children. And yet notice how smooth and quiet it is. Mind you, if it all come crashing down on us, you would all be on the news tonight, wouldn't you? And your mums and dad would be watching you on the telly, wouldn't they? This is all the automatic control mechanism, children, at this end. If you ever get to do anything like this, it doesn't make you realise how clever some of your ancestors were. You've got to have a good head for mechanisms, but if you're good at trigonometry and geometry it helps, so stick it in your maths at school. The wayman watches your depth gauge going round, children. When it gets close to where he wants to stop the cages, he takes over by hand like this. The only thing with this job, children, it was a very responsible job. And with people's lives in the wayman's hands all the time, and of course occasionally nasty accidents happen. And so to avoid any distractions, the wayman had to work alone here. There was very few other people ever allowed to set foot in this building. Very few ordinary miners, for example, were ever given the opportunity to see inside the wayman engine house. Just worked alone. It was well paid though. Typically I'd work 6 8-hour shifts a week. And for that my weekly wage would be at least as good, even better perhaps, than a miner below ground at the coalface, but without the hazards. And that's one of the nice things about here. You can see working conditions here are comparatively good. I'm out of the dangerous cramped conditions to have below ground. Up here breathing clean fresh air. I've even got my billy can here, children, my white can. Can you see it here? Yeah. You just can't see it from over there, but I've got a white can round here, keeping my tea nice and hot on the engine. So working alone here, I'd probably outlive most of them miners. Yeah, well paid. Now you might wonder how you managed to get this job. Well, the answer to that, children, unless it was in your family line, not much chance. This was a good job and one usually kept in the family. And typically a father would teach a son from an early age so he'd then be in a position to take over. A lot of waymen didn't drink either. You think that would be a good thing for this job, not drinking? Yeah. And also, you know, children, in the early 1900s especially, there was very much a class structure, and waymen considered themselves superior. They didn't normally associate with ordinary miners. The other thing the wayman would do, keep his engine in good working order by oiling and cleaning it, keep his whaling house clean and tidy. However, children, he had to remain in this area at all times throughout his shift, ready to respond to any signals. No break times. He'd stop here until his colleague come to relieve him on the next shift. He would eat here on the hoof. Do you know what doing things on the hoof means, children? Yeah? Doing things on the hoof, it means doing it on the go. I'd eat here on the go when I was working. When I was hungry, I might have me sandwich tin out. While waiting for a signal, I might get 20 seconds to grab a bite or two or have a sip of me tea. What about the toilet though? Toilet. I've got my toilet here. I'm sitting on it. I could well be sitting here, children. Trousers down, raising low cages at the same time. What do you think I would use for news? What do you think I would use for toilet paper?
Pencil?
A pencil? Strips of newspaper.